Hey everyone, Clint Butler here, and as promised, I wanted to go over Ted Kabitis' new SEO content tool. I did kind of talk this up a lot because it was pretty cool, actually, and I enjoy using it. I was been playing with it ever since he gave me a beta copy, probably like 3 weeks ago. Just thinking up some new ideas and new uses for it, etc. So keep in mind when Ted makes tools, he's not making it from the same perspective in which I look at tools. So he's thinking of a white hat purpose, a legitimate way to help people make some content that's SEO optimized that they can use on their websites. Me being who I am and just kind of how I look at things, I turn it around and said, what can I use it for some other things, i.e., how about if can I use it for link building content? Can I use it to make mass pages? Can I use it to make silos for my websites easily? Can I use it to make money pages and then like a lander kind of thing and throw the content all the way at the bottom, like deep scroll, that kind of stuff? And the answer to all of those is pretty much yes. So I'm going to give you a tour of the software. I'll let you know that it's $50 a month, I believe is what he's got on the page. In the description of this video is my affiliate link. I don't get a whole lot of money for being an affiliate on this one, but I think this is something that you guys should add to your toolbox. Obviously, I would not... I can say right now with 100% certainty that I'm not going to replace Menterprise with this. So if you're using Menterprise based off of my recommendations in SEO this week, I would stick with that. This is more of a, hey, I need one page and I want to do this thing, or I'm testing this, or I know this thing works and I want to apply it here. Or let's say you have expired domains and that you've bought and you got a set of pages that already have backlinks and stuff. Find some optimized content for those topics and then turn those into backlinks to your site. So now you've got essentially really decent content. Well, you'll see the level of content that comes out of it, and you got that already there. It's already set up, and you just drop it in the HTML on your expired domains and kind of set up, if you want, for lack of a better term, a PBN to your properties. So with that, let's get on with the tour. First things first is the settings. You can see there is proxies here. Keep in mind that tab, it makes a difference. Don't use colons, like typically 123.123.123 colon and then username password. Don't use that. You have to use the tab and then put the port and then tab and then put the login information, or else it won't work. I have not found actually a need for proxies in a lot of Ted's tools. I don't use them like repeatedly over and over and over again in smashing Google. So I would anticipate that you probably won't need them either. Obviously, the serial key, it does hook to TextRaiser and Word API. It'll work fine without those, but TextRaiser is free. You get 500 daily requests for free with it. Like literally, I could run Quora and do 100 runs in a day and go barely get to that 500 daily requests. So I think you're going to be safe here. It's only using one request per search. As far as I can tell in SEO Editor Pro. So there's 500 pages you can make right there with just in a day with that data. And then I just set it to very readable. This meta defaults, this will make sense a lot more, but it's pulling in this information, you feed it to it, and then when you use the HTML template, I'll show you that in a minute, it will auto-populate some information based off of what you just gave it right there. So I'm going to click Save. There are some hotkeys. It's actually a lot of hotkeys. I have not used very many, if any, of these. I really use the right-click menus, and that's fine. So don't get inundated with this. There is the delete, Control D, and Shift delete. This one is kind of funky. So I've tried to use my delete button in here, and it didn't do anything. So I haven't tried the Control D, but I'll try that out this time. And then you can change some of the look and feel of the template that you're running with, and it just changes this part right here. So that it just changes the editor. So it's up to you if you want to mess with that or not. Like if you're blind, put it on 24. And then you can new project, open an existing project, save your project, and save the HTML. I'll illustrate all those functions in a minute. Enter your search keyword. Here's a log. You can change the country. You can change the language. This is really good, especially if you don't speak those languages. You can kind of trust what's going on and pull that information out of there. Let's see if the one that I was looking for, and I just thought of it. No, I don't see it. But and then the city and state here if you want some real localized content. And then this is the shells, and this buttons will turn on in just a second, and I'll show you that stuff. So let's do a search, and I'm going to build this out. And I did this already once, and the video didn't come out good, so I'm re-recording this. So Miami SEO, Miami SER, Miami, Florida. And then I'm going to hit search. Now, when I do that, you're going to see the log start populating down here. I'm going to mute it and drink some coffee and let this run. I want you to see how long it takes. It's not very long at all. So I want you to see how long it takes real time just so you know what to expect. Okay, that's it. A couple things to note in the log. You see it respected robots text on the sites that it's crawling, which is good. You don't want to be too invasive, especially if you're not using proxies like I'm not. So if it says don't crawl me, then hey, then it don't crawl me. So whatever. And then it'll keep trying here every once in a while, and then eventually it just gives up on a site if there's something going. So not too bad, really. If you saw it, it didn't take all that long. So what did we get? First, let me talk about the shell. I'm going to go ahead and populate the HTML shell. And you see some of that data that I put in the meta stuff is filled in here. So the keywords are there. There's my domain, my canonical URL if I wanted to use that. So the lesson there is if you're going to build specific stuff to support a page, you can drop that canonical in there if you want to. And do a little bit of canonical SEO. Depending on where you're putting this is based off of that decision. So just kind of use that wisely. If you don't know what you're doing, wherever you're putting this, that URL is what should be going in here. So change that. Publisher you can leave, copyright you can leave, which is, that's pretty cool. And then there's some other stuff in here that you can update, etc., like your iTunes app ID or your affiliate data. if you have those, which is kind of neat. Delete it if you don't. But it's kind of just another feature, right? You can go through here and add and delete what you want and what you don't, and it's pretty cool. So all the head stuff is there. For the purpose of this video, I'm actually going to clear it out. But typically, if you're a host, typically you want to leave all that stuff in there. But if you're especially if you're going to host this on like a pure HTML on an expired domain, like I mentioned before, or something like that, you want to leave all that in there, and then build your content part. I'm going to show you a quick way to combine them without having this code in your way, though. So with that, I'm going to select all and delete. So now let's get on to the content. I'm going to build a quick page just using some of the features. We won't go over all of them. You can see all of them here. So you can get all headings, LSI phases, H1s, H2s, news, variations, page titles, keywords, keyword comments, keywords with sentences, depending on if they have it. Meta descriptions. People also ask is really cool with some searches and stuff. So I'm gonna click a couple things, see what populates. I know that some of these are gonna be blank because I tried them earlier. So keywords with sentences is blank, and there's keywords in comments. So why would you want to use keywords in comments? This section right here. Perhaps Google's reading the comments and that's counting towards your linking, or I'm seeing your keyword density, which in turn is counted towards your rankings. I have not tested that yet. That's purely speculation, but it's an interesting idea to think about like that. So exact match, variations, and all the entities are all plugged in there, and then there's all your LSI. And if you click on Command D, you can refresh these stats right down here, and it'll tell you where you're at. And because this is blank, it's not reading those contents. So that's kind of interesting. Let's assume that this matters. The keywords in comments matters. Then when realistically the tool, if they have so much faith that it's working, if this matters, then why isn't counting in here? Versus the display. So that's an interesting topic and something definitely worth testing. I'd be interested to see if we could pull that off and get that account. So those two didn't pull any content for us, so we're going to delete those because I don't need them. Related searches, not going to work. Let's do all the headings. I'm going to do H1s right now. I did this before, and again, it's interesting. So I'm going to select this and push this to see if it works. Nope, Command D. No, let's try Control D. Nope. And let's try delete, new, delete, new, cancel, delete, nope. What is the other ones? And I'm showing you guys this because this is just some bugs that you're gonna see. It's not the end of the world, but I just want you to run into the same stuff that I did. Where is it? I saw it earlier. We did see it earlier. There it is. Control D. I tried. Shift delete. We'll try that. Shift delete. Nothing. Delete. Nothing. So if you're on a Mac, you're stuck with delete selection. So no big deal. We want to keep that. Delete that. We're going to delete that. We're going to edit that. And then we're going to edit that. Number one SEO company. Now, I only need what? We only need one each one, right? So I'm going to convert this to a unordered list. And ta-da, now I have an unordered list. I got this extra one right here, so we're going to delete that. I'm going to check again, make sure there's no randomness like this. I don't need this in here. No more phone numbers. And then I want to delete this because we don't need that in there. And then I'm not the queen, so I might as well be the king. If you know what site it's coming from. And then I already have one H1, so I want to do H2 right here. Alright. Okay, so we're going good. Alright, so we got that part. Now what do we want? Let's do, what did I do last time? I'm going to do RSS summaries with keywords. And click that, and I get all of these. And you just go through and make sure that they're all Miami and SEO related. So there's Miami and SEO. It's good. Miami website launch. There's web design. I don't want this one. I'm gonna delete it. I'm going to try to delete it. Let's do this. Go to selection. Let's come out of here. Go to selection. Nope. Go to selection. Marco! Alright, that's not working. We had another bug. So how do we problem solve this? So let's try this. Copy that. I'm going to do Control F. Search for new website launch. There it is. And then I'm going to delete that div class. It should update. No, there it's gone. So there you go. Found the problem. Got around it. Real estate on clutch, keep it, SEO, game of links, right? Acquiring the right links, careful strategy, precision, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't say anything about SEO except for right there. I'm going to delete the selection. Didn't work, so game of links is what we're looking for. Game of links. There's the div. And the div post Titan SEO. And looks like you can delete all that. It's going to update. It's gone. What are keywords? Kind of related. What are SEO? And then you're on Facebook, right? After that, I think I got a lot, right? So I'm going to go to our on Facebook, right? And I am going to scroll down and delete the rest. I don't need it. So I got a lot. So I'm doing good. So let's see. And then we want some related stuff. So I'm going to go into the news results. We're going to click and add the news results, and all those get popped in. And then what you do here is go in and find this stuff. See, it's Miami. It's news, so it's pretty much good. So I'm going to leave all of it, and then we're going to find film shorts. Because I don't need all that much. Film shorts. Okay, there it is. There's the end of the div class for the previous one. So we're going to go here and delete. And those are all gone. Perfect. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is I would add some images, but images is kind of a pain. Because it's in 3 rows, but when you'll see like it's in 3 rows, but if I delete a specific one, it's like pain in the ass. So I'm going to delete this. Let's see. Where is this? Go to selection. All right. I'll delete that selection. Delete. So there's this is the first image right here. This is the one here, right? So go to selection. There it is. So I want to keep that, and then I want to keep this one here. Oh, come on. I confused it. I pushed the buttons too many times. I'm going to keep this one here. So I go here, and I don't want anything in between. So I should be able to do this. And those updated. And I want to keep all of those. And everything after this, I don't want. So I'm going to delete those. All right, so there's all my images. Looks all right. I'm gonna delete this too. Okay, so now I need some more words. I got the RSS summaries with keywords. I got the search results. We got images. I'm going to do some videos. And if you look here, the size is kind of wonky. So I am going to, you can replace the size. So you see it's really small, right? So what I would do is I recommend you just replace the size and do it like that, or copy these URLs that it pulled out and use a tool called Embed Responsibly and replace those. So copy this to a text editor, get those, put Embed responsibly in there and drop it out. So let me show you that instead of just talking about it. So let's go, need BB edit. Okay, I'm going to soft wrap these so I can see them better. So there's the other ones. I'm going to copy my URL. And I want it up to that feature embed thing. I don't need that. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the site called Embed Responsibly. Drop my URL in, hit embed, hit this, and then put that there. And there you go. And basically what it does is regardless of the size of the thing, it's going to be 100% of the page. And then just put some space in there and do it again. Embed responsibly. I'm just going to do 2 for the sake of this demonstration. Embed set number 2. Okay, so those are pretty good. Embed bird, please try babe. What? Let's do this. Let's make sure this is even right. Oh, it's because I got the embed URL. I wonder if oh, I know what I can do. Watch. Copy. Oh, it's there. So I'll just do this. Delete. Nope, that didn't work. Oh. How do I pull this off? Let me do this. It's because of the URL, so that's what I'm dealing with. So Miami SEO. Actually, let's do this. Miami SEO. Got it. I'm gonna do. Cancel. Share. There we go. I'll have to figure that one out. The other thing you can do, the way I did it was for responsive. The other thing you can do is just set this to, I think it was, 530. Let me see the YouTube size. YouTube embed sizes 640 by 385. So 640, oh, come on. 640 by 385. There you go. So that's good. And then I want to put some line breaks in here. That's good. And then take this. And that should put a line in there. There it goes. Break, 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 break. All right, so those are all looking decent. So I can do, I'm going to use copy paste just to make this faster. 640, 640, 640, 640, 640, 640, 640, 385, 385, 385, 385, 385, 385, 385. Okay, so that's probably a lot of videos for a single page, but you know, whatever. Where did I miss one? There it is. 385. So there we go. So there's all our videos. Let's see. I think I got a lot of stuff now, right? So let's Command D and see how these numbers, if they change any. I didn't see any changes. 22% now with the LSI. That's kind of cool. So I got all that. It's pretty neat. And then let's say I want to use this for link building. So I'm going to go to selection, and then I'm going to do ahrefs equals boom. https www.digitalleader.com / boom. Close, and then it's going to automatically pull in that closing bracket for me. I'll just drop that in there, close that, get it out of the way, and I want to keep that in this. So and there she goes. I should have done it. I got an S. There we go. And there's a link. So there's my link, and then there's all my content, blah, blah, blah. It's the first link. It's the first 100 words of the sentence for the thingy. There's a whole bunch of other text. I'm doing all right. But I want to do some entity stuff. So I want to add, I'm going to add all the entities. And that's this list of all the entities out of the text tracer. And then I want to add all the entity links. So it did it again. It just added links to the entities, and you can see that the links are right there. And I don't know where you got them going to. Oh, it's blank. Ahrefs with keyword in it, but with entities in it. So there you go. It's blank. If you want to, you can get kind of nuts with it and go in there and find all the Wikipedia links, or the pageology links or something like that describing those things, and then you'll be good. But for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to leave them blank. And then let's see, I want to, where is it? LSI phrases. I want those in there. So there's all my LSI phrases. So I think I'm pretty much contented out, right? I'm using it for link building. I'm not trying to use it for creating outstanding, exciting content. I'm going to push Command D to refresh. just to see what the numbers do, see what they change to, or if they change. I don't see any changes. Oh, still doing it, doing its thing. Yeah, I'm extremely over optimized for everything according to the numbers, but hey, whatever, it works. All right, so now I have a page right here, right? So it's pretty good. I think I've gotten everything I wanted out of it, and now I just need my header back. So I'm going to Control A, Control C, delete it all, and then go over here, put this in, and then do this, and Control V, and now the entire page is back with all the header information in there. And then I just edit my header information, and I'm good. I could have done edit the header information before I pasted that, which probably would have been a lot smarter. Easier to get through, but really you already know that the ending part is down here at the bottom anyway, and it's just the closing body and closing HTML tag. So everything else is right where it should be, and it's pretty good. So you can save the HTML. I'm just going to save over one that I already did. We're going to replace that, and then I want to open it up. I want to open a Dreamweaver just so that you can see what it looks like. In a live view. And there you go. Miami, King of Miami Optimization. There's a page. And then some of the stuff is there. I would presume that maybe there would be some opportunities for styling the page, like putting up fancy things if you want to. Or you can kind of design your own. You just have to know where to plug it into the tool. But for me, for a link building thing, this page it's right on. If I didn't want to use it for link building, I'd actually use the code section only without the head, and I can drop that inside of a WordPress or whatever your CMS or your HTML template is right there in the center, and it'll populate and use all the styling stuff. Setting your CSS files or whatever. So two options, really good tool. I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll get a lot of use out of it. I know I certainly have already, and I just had the beta stuff, and there's some more issues and stuff in there. And if you see issues with the tool, you're playing around with it, Ted Kabaitis, who owns it, is really responsive with support issues, and he'll help you, and he'll fix buttons and all that stuff. Like I'm going to talk to him about the delete thing already. He'll fix all that stuff, so you'll have peace of mind with that as well. Again, it's only $50 a month. I suggest you check it out. You can see the link, my affiliate link, inside of the description. Thank you.